Hi guys, and welcome back to Strive to Survive. So in this episode, we're going to be finishing up our stables project. And basically, I've done a couple things while you guys weren't here. I put this nice little flower bed, I guess it is, over here, because we've kind of got stuff going on this side. That's part of the pen there. And this side was kind of just boring, so threw this in. It's just a bunch of stairs put down with some dirt and flowers in it. And I'm putting up shutters on the barn, and all they really are trap doors. You can kind of see how they work here. Like that. You can't obviously put them there, and that is still a very dangerous drop for no reason. But I'm just going to go around and do this, only because I think it adds another element of depth to this project. So I'm gonna do that, and they're pretty easy to make. I mean, it's honestly just a trapdoor. So let's grab ourselves some more wood here. We're gonna need at least two more, three more sets. Let's do the rest of this because we need two for over here, and then we need a couple for over on this side. So, and then some of you may have noticed that there's a little bit of a difference with the wall over here. I actually, off camera, brought this wall all the way across here. So this is, it used to zigzag in and out here. You can kind of see where I filled in the dirt a little bit, and I added this staircase just because I think it looks cleaner this way. But that's about all. So now, well, let's rest so it's not dark out, because we're going to need to put a roof on this. And I have some ideas for that as well. The first thing I want to do is make some... Really? Okay, whatever. You're up there having fun. I want to make some half slabs, so let's do that. And that should hopefully be enough. And I'm going to fill in this roof. Whoop, not like that. That one will have to go. And we'll just fill it in, all in for now. Eventually we're going to come back in and put some lighting in here. But for now, we're just going to fill it all in. And just go like this. And that does not appear like it's going to be enough wood. But there we go. Yeah, there's definitely not enough, unfortunately. There actually might have been enough had I cut the holes for the lighting. But I didn't. So let me go grab a little bit more wood, guys. And then we're going to start on the roof and the lighting portion of this. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. So as you can see, I've kind of torn down a little bit of what I've done, and the reason for that is I actually put these at the wrong level. They should be at the top of these wooden blocks here, not, see how they should be at that level, not the level they're at. So I'll just undo that real quick, but you can see this is the basic, that's the basic pattern that I want the lights in. So I'm gonna start doing this, and it'll basically go like this. Now all of these are, I believe, 4x4. Yeah, they all come out to be 4x4, so you can basically just repeat the pattern once you have it. And essentially it's going to be like this, and then the lights will go right there. And to put these lights in, we'll drop one more of these here, make some glowstone, which I already had plenty of apparently. So let me do this instead. And you'll see we can now get rid of this piece, and then if we go take a look at it from the bottom, this will all be covered up by the roof, by the way, so it's not like we're just going to leave this ugliness up here. But from the bottom you get that nice little effect. And of course we have to fill in that back part with some bricks. But yeah, you'll get this nice little effect here of the lights being sunken into the ceiling. Alright, so I'm going to go up, I'm going to work on that a little bit more, because it's going to take me a little bit of time to repeat this, and we're going to fill in these gaps, like I said, just with the bricks here, like that. So I'll have to do that around there and around there. I don't know that I'll have enough to do all that, so I might have to go get some more clay, but that's basically the design, guys. So let me do that, and I'll catch back up with you in a little bit. See you soon. Alright guys, so we're back, and you can see I'm almost done up here. I didn't have enough clay blocks, so I went over to that little pond right there where there was some clay left, and grabbed enough to make a couple more here. So this is what it looks like from the top, and it's not all that impressive right now, but from the bottom it actually looks pretty nice. So kind of a modern-esque feel to it. So, and yeah, I put in a ladder because I was tired of building dirt to get up and down from there, and this next part is going to be a huge pain. We're going to need some stone stairs, so let me actually, I don't know if that's going to look right, but we're going to try it. I want to give, basically, this roof is going to be kind of two-toned, I guess, is the best way to put it. And it's going to be kind of hard to do, because we need to do something like, well, not like that. This would be a lot easier in creative. But basically the outside is going to be that, and then the rest of the roof will be the spruce. So let me see if I have enough dirt to even get up here and show you guys at least a decent example of what this roof's going to look like before I go off and do it on my own. Essentially, it'll look similar to that. We'll come out one layer from the wood here with this stone, and then the rest of it will be the spruce. So I'm gonna start this, and I'm definitely not gonna make you guys watch me build a roof, because it's gonna be boring. There's really not any tricky parts to this. When you get to the corner here, you're just gonna turn it, assuming you could place the block correctly, which I failed to do. You're going to want it to be like that, and then it'll be like that all the way around. Then when you get to the next layer, we're just going to switch to the spruce steps, which will, let's see here if I can get all the stuff we're going to need on the bar here. It'll be spruce here, like that, and you'll just keep going with that all the way around. So yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera, guys, because it's gonna be real boring to watch, and obviously I don't have enough materials to do it on me, so I'm gonna have to make some trips back to the house too. So once I'm done with these first two layers, though, I'll catch back up with you guys and show you how to finish off this roof. So see you soon. Alright guys, so I'm almost finished, and of course I am one short on my stairs, but rather than go down and, you know, get more and then have to climb back up, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a crafting table, and we aren't going to need those. I'm going to take the crafting table, I'm going to put it right here, and I'm actually just going to leave that in this roof. It's not really going to harm anything being there, so I'll just leave that right there. So yeah, I mean that'll work out pretty well, I think. And maybe what I'll do, I was thinking about just capping this roof right here, and I mean that's still a possibility. Maybe just go like this, all the way around, because it'll give it a nice, I mean, it's obviously got a slant to it, but it's not too much. I don't want it to be a giant point like that, which if we kept going is what it would turn into. So I'm going to go ahead and cap it like this using these half slabs, and obviously I'm going to run out. I don't have enough to do the whole roof, but that's the nice thing about leaving this crafting bench up here, is I could just jump down in here and make a ton more, assuming we had space for it, which we don't, because I've got all this extra junk like mushrooms that we don't need. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this off, guys, and I'll catch up with you once I'm done with that. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I am standing on top of the completed roof here, and we're gonna go down and check it out from ground level and see what it looks like. We won't need that dirt anymore. So yeah, I mean, to me that looks pretty decent. Let's view it from a little bit further away. Yeah, it doesn't have a huge peak like that, which is not what we wanted, so I think that turned out pretty decent, and it looks pretty decent for a horse barn. I've never actually made one out of brick before. Usually I've used either cobble or wood, or even just hardened clay, but I figured try something new, and I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. So now for the insides of this, we're going to need a lot of that wood that we created, because we're going to need a lot of fencing, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. We're going to need some gates too here, which we'll be finishing up that area with, but we're going to turn this into actual stalls for the horses. And the way we're going to do that is we got to figure out a way to divide this up so that basically they'll have little entrances here for each one, and we can kind of bring that across like that, and that'll be one over here, and we don't need our bed in the way. So each horse needs to have one that's at least 2 wide so that they can get in and out of it. And since we've made this symmetrical, it's pretty easy to tell where 2 wide is going to put you. The only problem is then you have all this wasted space back here. So we don't really want to do that. I think a better solution is to have do something like this. Be careful there. We'll take and put a fence right down this middle. There we go. And then we'll have it be 2 wide here, and put another fence that just kind of mirrors that on this side. So we'll have 2 stalls here. And then this area over here will have be like a little blacksmithing area. You know, like where they would put the horses on the shoes on the horses there. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we'll do something like that over here. So let's now obviously you don't actually put shoes on horses in Minecraft, but like most of my projects, that's just for show. But we're gonna need quite a bit of gates here, and we'll start off with 4 just to complete this first part of this project. The inside of this barn, and then I'll demonstrate the horse's ability to get through there in a second. But yeah, so that'll be the 2 stables. We don't need these torches in here anymore because we've got the light from overhead. And let's go grab 2 of our horses and kind of plop them down in there, or at least one of them rather. So we can't actually ride the brown one because he is not tame, but we can ride the black one, so let's get on him. And is that gonna... Oops. Can we just break your lead? No, of course not. It's gonna it's gonna break both of their leads. But let's do this. Come on. There you go. So you're tied up again. So I'll kind of go in here so you can see. So I only have one gate open. He's not having any luck getting through. If we open both gates, he can get in without a problem, even though he kind of just walks right through that center fence post. So with one gate, he's not getting in or out. So just put you in there, buddy. And you can hang out in your new upgraded stall, which we're going to put some more things in here. But for now, that's all he's going to get. And I'm going to bring this other horse in here too. But him will have to lead in. Come on in. Come on. And then obviously we're going to put gates over on these corners as well. And come on in. There you go. Now you stay there. So there we go. Each one of them have their own little feeding area, I guess. Sleeping area. And then we'll have the other horses can play around out here once we get them. So I'm going to make some more gates. I'm going to gate up this area here, gate up that area here, maybe put a little bit more design in, and then I'll catch back up with you guys again. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we're back, and over the gates, what I like to do is put something like this. It reminds me of the old westerns. Ideally, I'd like to put a sign up here, but if you try to do that, it just sticks out really far away from the actual gate, so it's probably not the best solution. You could probably take like another material, say something like this. Maybe not cobble, but maybe like wool or something, and do something along these lines. And I'll show you real quickly using the cobble, just because you do something like that with wool, and it might not look too bad. But for me, I'm just going to use fence post because I like the way that looks. Just gives it that kind of like Old West feel. And I don't think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total posts. So I need 3 more. So let me go ahead and make those real quick. Grab these. That should be plenty. Let's do this other gate. And I might have went up too high. Nope. There we go. So now we got both gates done. And it's starting to look more like a horse stable, I think. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do this area in here, and I'm going to go ahead and do some work out here using all the wheat that we've been growing, and you'll see exactly what I mean in a second. So let me gather some more wheat, guys, and I'll meet you right back here. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I grabbed everything I think we're going to need to finish this project off, and I'm going to start by kind of removing some of this dirt here, and I want to replace it with gravel. And I'm doing that because I want it to look different than these areas that the horses are in. So I've grabbed some gravel here. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. I also grabbed our cauldron that we looted from that witch hut, and I'm going to put that maybe over in the corner here. Yeah, that should be good. I'm going to take some stairs here, make a little countertop. And we probably don't actually need this post here, but I'm going to leave it. Maybe put a torch on it. I think that'll look decent. And I actually have to go around and put torches on a bunch of places here. But we'll just do that for now. Use our crafting bench real quick. I'm going to make an anvil to put over there. And if you remember, we're going to need 3 iron blocks, which it's a lot of wasted iron, but it's for a good cause, I guess. So there we go. There is the anvil, if anyone forgot how to make it. And we'll put that down right over in that corner there. And the horse should still be able to get in and out without a problem. And I'm going to take our water bucket, fill up our cauldron, also just for looks. And I actually think I'm going to move this just a little bit back, right up against this wall. Yeah, that'll work. We might actually want to move this cauldron too. But we'll see. For now, that'll work. And yeah, so that's going to be the inside there, guys. Then for the outside, we're going to take our wheat that we've been kind of hoarding up and have nothing really to do with. And if you arrange it like this, you're going to get hay bales, which they aren't useful for that much. The horses will use them. You can use them to like feed the horses, but I don't like to do that. I like to use them for decoration. So you have to be careful where you put them though, because if I put them up against this fence, they're going to be able to use them to jump out because they're just like any other block. So you kind of want to stick them in like random places that aren't going to matter. Like if the horse climbs up this, he's not going to be able to jump out of the pen or anything. So let's make ourselves some more of these. And I'll show you a neat little trick that I've kind of used in the past. Now, same thing over here. We don't want to get too close, but we can do something like this. And leave one more, actually. And you know what? We'll make a bunch more because eventually we'll use all of them. But if you do something like this, then you can take your crafting bench and put it right in the middle of these. And then you've got kind of a hidden away crafting bench that from a distance you can't even see. So it's a pretty cool little design that I think comes in pretty handy. For in here, we'll put a couple in the corner here for him. Maybe one in the corner for this guy too. We don't want to put it in this opposite corner because then they'll be able to jump in between the pens. Same thing with putting them along this wall. We can put another one right there for him. And the same thing with this guy. We'll put one right there. So, and then we can put some, man, we can't put any over there because they'll be able to use them to get out. So we got to be, like I said, a little bit careful where we're putting them. And I'd like to have a couple more, but that's all the wheat I really had for now. I think there's one more stack back in the house. But you get the idea. Just throw them around in here, kind of liven the place up a little bit. We're also going to put some hitching posts in here for when we get more horses, we can kind of tie them to those. And it's a little bit dark out here, so let's throw up some more torches. We don't need zombies or anything spawning inside here. So basically, wherever there's a torch right now, I'm going to put a hitching post. And just drop a torch on it. Yeah, that's kind of decent the way it is there. Same thing over here. I'll put one more hitching post. And eventually, we'll have enough horses to fill all this up. But for now, maybe put one more in here, right about there. And that kind of looks weird because the torch is on the wrong side, but yeah, there we go, guys. So that pretty much finishes up this stable That's just me being a little bit picky about where I'm putting things. But I might change up this area a little bit. I kind of think it would be cool to have maybe like a counter here. Maybe that's all we need to really do is put a counter like that. Yeah, I think that looks decent. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the stables, guys. And yeah, we used a lot more resources than we really needed to, using logs and hay bales and stuff, but I think it just gives it that kind of personalized touch. I mean, it's Minecraft. What are you going to really use all those resources for anyways if it's not building things? So yeah, but now the horses have a nice place to stay. You might even want to throw some chests in here, just so you could store like your horse armor and stuff in it. And that's what I like to do. I'll put like a chest somewhere over here, maybe even right there. That way, any horse armor or stuff we can just drop right in that chest. And even these extra leads that we have, because you use leads a lot with horses, and especially like this one that's not trained. But it's always nice to have some laying around. And I thought I had a torch here. Apparently I didn't. But that's it, guys. That's it for this episode. In one of the future episodes, well, you could see them. If those were next to the gate, they'd just use them to jump out. So that's kind of what they do. But in one of the next episodes, I'll show you how to breed horses, and we'll kind of go from there. But I guess thanks for watching, guys. See you next episode.